Hey guys, Eric here from tacticalintelligence.net. So a few weeks ago I had done a review on a product. It was called the LifeStraw. Many of you actually have this, and some of you actually recently bought it and have sent me word that you loved it. And I certainly did love it too. It's one of my go-to things that I have in my bug-out bag as well as my get-home bag. So today what I wanted to share with you or show you a review of is something called, it's also made by LifeStraw, but it's called the LifeStraw Family. And it is a more frequent use type of filter. It has a similar kind of filter mechanism that the smallest straw does, but it's a lot more robust, can filter a lot more water, and it actually can purify your water or filter out elements, biological elements and different things better than the smaller LifeStraw can. So this thing can actually filter about 18,000 liters, so that's about 4,500 gallons. So you can go for a few years on this with a family of 4 or 5 pretty easily. So today I'm just going to do a demo and show you how this thing works, show you how it can filter out some really murky water. I'm using the same water that I actually used in testing this LifeStraw, but basically it's just some pond water that I have nearby that's pretty murky and dirty. And the way that this functions is you put it in this little 2-liter bucket here, or container that, you know, sends the dirty water down into the filter mechanism, and it filters it out. The wastewater will come out here, and the filtered water you'll want to drink out here. Okay? So, and in the top of this container here, there's a little pre-filter. It's about 1 micron in size, and it's just to get out the bigger nasties like leaf sediment, sand, mud, that sort of thing, so you're not prematurely killing your filter. And I suppose if you lost this or broke this, you could use a t-shirt or something similar. But so let's give it a try. So I'm just going to take this thing, dump it in the top here. You can see all the sand and the light there, and mud and stuff going through. And they typically say just to wait about 5 minutes. So I'm going to do that and come back. Alright, so we're back. You might have noticed here the little puddle of water. Basically what they do is they recommend before you start drinking out of the spout or collecting the potable water out of this blue spout that you bleed a little bit of the wastewater out. And let it run for about 10 seconds. And then you open up this spout, which lets the potable water out. So let's give it a try. We'll see how it tastes. You see it starting to come out. So it's not supposed to be really fast, like a lot of other filters. It filters slowly. But what is good about it is that you can just put this into a collecting container that you drink your water from. So they don't recommend this. You try to use this like a water tap from your house, but that you put this little blue spout or tube into a bigger collecting container and just let it filter through that. So we'll let it collect a little bit of the water here, and I'm going to give it a try. So we can see here that the water is very clear compared to the dirty water that originally went into it. And again, just to stress, clarity is not a good indication of purity. The only real way to test this is either to drink it and check in a couple of weeks, make sure that you're not sick, or better yet, get one of those water testers that you can buy online, and which will check for different organisms and like cryptosporidium and giardia and stuff like that. Give that. So I'm going to give it a try. I'll taste it and see how it is. The water tastes actually really good. I didn't taste anything off in the water, so hopefully in a couple of weeks I'm not sick. But given the reviews that I've seen already and the testing that has been done with this filter, I'm pretty confident that it's not going to get me sick. Alright guys, so that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment here if you're on YouTube or if you're at the blog. Also, if you're at YouTube, check out the description. I have an accompanying blog post that goes along with this review that goes into a little bit more detail about the specs and some of the statistics and studies that have been done that went into the creation of this filter. Again, it's a great little filter. It comes in a nice little bag like this. It has instructions, so if you don't know how to read, it has some pictures for you that even a 5 or 6 year old can follow. So it's really simple setup. It has a nice little manual. Definitely recommend the filter. As well, if you don't have one of these, the little LifeStraws to put in your bug out bag or your get home bag. Alright guys.